Well, Crusaders, welcome back. Coach Tommy, road to the G League. A. Millie, Austin Mills. I haven't been doing any React stuff in a while.
I'm a professional basketball player.
I haven't found anything
Anybody
interesting.
knows how hard it is to actually make the G League, it's me. And that's exactly why I'm doing this series.
Hey, so hopefully this is interesting. I mean, he's small, maybe 6'1", maybe a little bit past 25. I know he does like these park stuff. Let's see what he's all about.
Because that very thought is going to push me daily to become the best basketball player that I can. To bite down on the details.
The simplest thing, basketball, man, mind body craft. The number one thing you need to make any league or team or whatever is the right mentality. And then once you get the right mentality around it, you'll build your body. And last is actually the skill. Yep.
Continue to find new and strategic ways to continue to get better. The big question in this series is, could I ever be good enough to play in the G League? You know the motto, though. There's only one way to find out.
I want to see his mentality, and then I want to see if it's good enough to push his body to the limit
You could.
to maximize his body's
You
potential.
gotta start at a lower level. Someone base who you can get into,
Right,
like an agent or something.
right.
Someone
Maybe
who,
through Instagram.
yeah,
Okay.
and that's possible.
But I feel like with TikTok, it was just able to get a way bigger reach because of your short videos. So the challenge of this series is going to be creating that noise again.
Yeah.
But I don't know if
Through a different platform.
yeah. So I actually had a tryout with the Kings. Like I was emailing with a guy from their front office, but then COVID happened. And to be honest, I was not ready at that time. Looking back, it was like 3 years ago now. Come on, Carr, go. Go. Nah, they had to turn. But am I going straight?
There's
Right.
a gas station
Right.
that way. There's a gas station, whichever.
There's always
Right.
politics,
My main focus in
timing.
the series is getting way better at basketball and all the things that encompass that.
Yeah.
So it's
Obviously, it'd be nice to get in contact, have an opportunity, but the only thing you really can do is progress, make yourself better.
Keep getting better, and then we put some film together, we put a player profile together, and we start sending it out to agents and NBA GMs.
See what happens.
That's
It's gotta
kind of
get
like our
matched
plan of
up
action.
against
Just to set it,
high-level
you know what I mean?
competition.
We gotta let the viewers know what the hell we're doing here.
We have a plan. There
We
is a
do
plan.
have, we have a plan.
Tampa.
Here at the old stomping grounds.
I mean, also as a weak
So I'm gonna kind of take you guys through
YouTuber,
my workout here. I
I'm
normally
also
just
watching
start off with,
how to make videos.
you know, just kind of jogging around, getting my blood flowing, getting a feel for the ball, shooting some middies, 5 to 10 minutes, and I'll scoot back to the 3 line like this. Get some shots up, get a feel for the ball, get the blood flowing. And then when I feel comfortable with how I feel with the ball, I'll continue with the workout. But I just want to do this voiceover, just kind of explain not only my workout, but the goal of the series. So this
Dr. Drew and my wife Susan here, we want to show you something.
You've probably seen this guy all over your feed claiming that cutting carbs isn't necessary for weight.
the way I work out is, in my opinion, and kind of like a maintenance.
Okay, what I noticed right away in all the jumpers that he shoots, look at his feet. I talk about pointing your skis. So when you're coming downhill and you want to stop quick, you need to point your skis. Most players do not have the hip internal rotation. So he's really turning this right foot in, and the left foot looks like it's just pointing at the rim. Big, 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 gigantic key.
Way.
So if you don't know how to jump
Differences in the
properly
details.
or
In
stop
NBA guys,
properly,
that's how
which is
you see the highest
jumping.
level guys continue to get better year in, year out. They go in the summer with their trainer and they're getting opinions and they're working on specific things. It's really hard to just work out and shoot by yourself and get a lot better. I could be wrong. I've done this my whole life, by the way. I've always shot by myself. I've lifted by myself. I've done everything just by myself, just because it's easier. You don't have to rely on anyone, and you can go at the time that best fits for you, so you don't have to work around a schedule or anything. But in this series, it's really going to be key that I am more strategic and intentional about getting better. And to do that, I'm obviously going to have to bring in some trainers and some different insights. I don't know if I'll end up with one trainer or if I'll end up training with a few trainers, but I do know that I'm at least gonna have to get in the gym with some higher level trainers and be more strategic about my game to actually see it evolve.
If this is day one, he needs a plan already. Is he going to be a point guard, a shooting guard? How is he going to model his game? What is his strengths? Right now, he's just shooting around, warming up, sure. But he needs to either have already talked to a trainer or have done some research or studying. You got to go deeper. Like, are you going to be, what team are you going to be for on, are you going to be first, second, third string? You got to start breaking down rosters and where you can fit in and what that coach is looking for, man. I mean, skills, yeah, a lot of players have skills. Plenty of players have better bodies than this guy. The mentality, what are you searching to build, man?
It's obviously good to get in the gym and get these shots up.
And then working out alone is going to be best because you can always go on your own because of the timing thing, but you have to be able to mentally push yourself to go really, really intense. And then when it comes down to it, you need bodies to compete against. You need that accountability of a bigger player, a longer arm, a more physical person to realize if you're fast enough, strong enough, quick enough, shifty enough, smart enough. So independently, you can work on your skill a ton, your footwork, your technique. You can grind it and just make it all instinctual, but you need that competition. You need that speed. You need that reactivity.
But not as your main source of getting better at basketball. It's good to get a rhythm, and it's good to maintain your skill set and really just get a feel for the ball. Like, there is benefits, obviously. I'm not trying to sit here and just say this is not going to get it done. But at the same time, I know to get to that G League level, I'm going to have to train hard and smart because I'm not 6'5". I'm not a 6'7" wing or a 6'4" point guard even.
I've been working on this concept. You need to work hard. That's the really, really old way of thinking. Work hard. Okay, that's a previous generation. You work hard. Then you got the next generation. Well, you got to work hard, but you also got to work smart, right? This current generation, millennials, Gen Zs, younger, you have to work hard. You have to work smart, but you also have to work together. You need a team. So is it a trainer? Is it a rival? Is it a mom, a dad, a coach pushing you, right? You need to work together. So yes, it's great to make YouTube videos by yourself, but I bet you he has a team around his YouTube content, a filmer, a videographer, editor, maybe a script writer, all of these things. You need to find somebody to work together, and then you'll be able to get a lot more done in an hour, 2 hours.
I'm 6 foot, 175 pounds. I'm going to have to
6 foot, 175 pounds. I'm 10 to 15
really
pounds heavier than him.
optimize everything that I have to be in that discussion. Because
Fatter
they're
than
training
him,
too,
older than
and a
him.
lot of them have trainers that are focused on getting them as good as possible.
He's got that YouTube
And
money.
it's just hard to have that perspective. You might look at your game differently than someone else might. So just having another opinion,
You always push yourself to this point. I've never
Need to
seen you
make
work
that
out
a
and-
side hand hook. He's gonna get smacked.
and it might only take one detail that can take your game to the next level. Like, you just never know. And that's why I like this series, is because it really makes me think about
If you're 6'1", kind of slow, you need to be a lot thicker in the thighs and a lot heavier. You got to be able to take contact
how I'm
on the floor, not even take contact in the air. Take contact on the floor.
gonna get better, rather than just getting work in daily and just kind of maybe maintaining. I will say I've put a lot of muscle on. I feel like in the weight room I've been working real hard in there, and that's kind of what got me started to want to start the series again, is because I just love getting better, man. And if I can incorporate that more on the court, I feel like I can get to another level as a player. I don't know if that'll be good enough for the G League, but I do know that I can get better. I know that there's skills and things that I can do and details to continue to get better. I know this is not as good as I can possibly be, so I want to explore that. I think one of the main ways that I'm going to be able to get better is that on-court strength that actually translates to real games. So the depth, like you being able to drive into someone while getting low. I feel like I play a little too upright at times, and the weight room is great, and it's so important, I think. But I'm also going to have to create that power and strength on the court, which often I feel like is done with a trainer. Obviously I can do that myself, but I think that's one of the main ways I'm going to be able to get better is just by having that like core and lower body strength. Just being more flexible. Mobility is going to be a big thing in this.
You won't know how much more strength you need until you actually bang up against somebody. Drive in there, see if they knock you back, see if you knock them back, see if you bend laterally, see if you twist away, see if they bump you off balance. Yes, you need all those things, but like all these moves, I don't know, man. I mean, there's this concept of it's YouTube and he's making content for YouTube. But all of these things need to be way sharper.
Series to be able to take my game to the next level. It's really in the details. So I'm super excited. And we can kind of go along this journey together. I hope you
Gotta
guys
start ramping up all the intensity,
we
man.
can work together. Yeah, it's gonna be a long journey. It's gonna take a lot of hard work, a lot of mental focus, and like I said, strategy. That's gonna be a big thing moving forward. But yeah, this is kind of where I'm at now and how I'm working out, and that needs to progress obviously, but I wanted to show, hey, this is really what I do. I normally just go to a court and shoot. I get into my spots. I take game time shots and spots that I like to take them in and stuff like that. But I'm definitely ready to get out of my comfort zone. And next week, probably working out with an NBA trainer. So that may be episode 2.
You ain't gonna be doing any of that, man. Like all of these moves are nice. Pick a ball, one-on-one ball. It's just the culture. I mean, I'm part of the culture, but there's a big difference between what I film and it's for clicks and views and actual winning basketball, man. Like this is more exciting to watch than him doing 5,000 intense jab, shoot, sprint to the corner, shoot, sprint to the wing, shoot.
That's good.
Like that? Oh man, he better jump higher than that on these mid-range shots, or he's got to be able to stop on a dime and get it up and over a 7-footer. You better get that conditioning up. You better tighten up that mentality.
It's time to improve your writing game.
I like this guy,
Grammarly
but
Go is an AI service that offers.
what do I know? These are just my opinions.
Let me get one more. Just kind of fixes it.
Yeah, let's see this weight room.
First, and then lifting is brutal because you lose all your energy.
Then why did you do it?
They don't know me, son. They don't know me, son. What does he say? So they'll carry the boat.
Let's go, David Goggins.
We're gonna put a side-by-side comparison.
So today in the weight room was
145. That looks
obviously
like
upper
185
body.
or
This is a day that I love, but it might be the least important in terms of basketball. The other areas is going to be the most important for my progression as a player. the upper body stuff is good to have that weight, and it
Legs and
definitely
core,
does
man.
allow you to shoot a little more effortlessly and things like that. But all I'm doing here is I start off at 185.
Who's gonna carry the balls?
They don't know me, son.
Mills can push this one for 10.
That kind of gassed me, that first one.
And then I like to do drop sets. I'll go down and weight. This workout was fairly quick. I did 3 sets of 3 things. I did upper body the day before, and my legs were stupid sore, so I couldn't really do anything legs either. But nonetheless, I wanted to get in the weight room and get some work in regardless.
One of the secrets is you got to work out hard enough to make your muscles grow, but not hard enough to be sore
After
to
the
not
bench
work
press,
out
I
the
got
next
into
day.
Some shoulder raises. This is always really good. I
That's
think
a
your
very,
shoulders
very
and your
fine
chest are
balance.
probably two of the most important things on your upper body for a basketball player. So I'm definitely a fan of the shoulder raises.
Pterodactyls. You could clean up that form a little bit, lighten the weight.
And then right here, this exercise is kind of hitting the back of your shoulder.
Rear delt a little bit, traps a little bit.
Then obviously I got into some bicep curls. You don't want to neglect any muscle. I just try to literally work every single muscle out. There's no reason not to, and everything is going to make you better. So you don't want to just completely skip a muscle group. Just do
Sun's
everything.
out, guns out. Yeah, you
I
should
don't-
skip muscle groups. You should incorporate all your stuff.
Like I said earlier, this was a pretty quick lift in comparison to what I normally do, just because my body was
So he could do a
exhausted.
very
There's
light
no other way around
lunge.
it. I've been working really hard for the past 6 to 8 weeks, and I had a super big workload the past 2 days prior to shooting this video. So
So
I just
when he
kinda listened to
lunges
my
and he
body.
gets up,
I gotta take
he
the
can do a
muscle
curl
out.
with it. So a lunge to a curl.
I think it's crazy. You're on the concrete with him.
We can't put this in there. The comments will go crazy.
Who cares? I wear my shoes
This is
outside
some
all the
real,
time.
OG stuff for me. Like being outside sprinting and doing lunge jumps and just whatever I could.
Yeah.
But I've always worked out by myself. So I've just had to figure it out. Like, you can definitely be strategic with getting better. Like, you obviously need to be.
If you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done. He keeps saying, I've always worked out by myself. Well, that got you very, very far. Not where you want to go.
But you can also just work real hard at something. You're going to get a little better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, as the series progresses, like, yeah, maybe we'll add a trainer to optimize the work.
Yeah.
But
Any work you're
any
putting in,
work is good work, though.
yeah, as long as you keep getting better every day.
Yeah, especially just yeah, exactly. Like,
That's my motto. But I'm not training for the G League or the NBA. I'm not running up against a clock. This dude does not realize that he's up against a clock with a bunch of other animals. Do I think he's going to make it? Hell no. Until his mentality shifts. If I were speaking to him right now, I'm like, you're wasting time. You are already out of time. You're old. You're slow. You're white. You're 6'1". You're 175. Where's your athleticism? I will beat the reality of all the people that are hungry, that don't have YouTube money, that want his spot. I mean, it makes for an interesting series, but if I'm a betting man, I'm betting against him.
Like, if you feel like you got
And
a little
it's not
better,
even being mean.
the day was a success. You don't have to do it all in one day. Today will end. I just get up and do the same thing. Like, I just have to have that mentality. You can't just get too excited about working out. Like,
Yeah.
you know?
He's
No,
not
no.
dialed in,
You
man.
gotta just, all right, cool, that's done.
He needs to get on his nutrition
Same thing
too,
tomorrow.
and his
Just
sleep.
loosening the body up with some, not sprints, but pushing yourself a little bit just to loosen things up and not be so stiff. Like I said earlier, a key is going to be to maintain mobility while building the strength.
So where's the mobility work?
How do you feel after these?
After day one, I can't talk about it right now. Smoothie King?
Smoothie King.
What do you think about day one?
So he can push his arms because he said his arms were tired, and he did arms anyways, but he said his legs are tired and he doesn't want to do legs. Do you hear a problem there?
Good work.
Yeah, solid work. You know the motto, though. Oh, we don't have a motto.
When you're here, you're home.
When you're here, you're home.
That's our motto.
I'm interested
gotta
to
make
keep
some
watching. I like this
Who knows?
guy.
We're gonna watch this video back in about a year from now.
Who knows
We'll see where the series
Who
is.
knows where
He didn't
we'll be.
time his sprints. He didn't write down his
Over the course of the
workouts.
series, Jake, we're definitely gonna have to
He
upgrade the
didn't,
training, the recovery, all that, so we can optimize when we are training. You know what I mean?
Sounds good, but
Because
he
if
don't
you
got
don't
a plan.
recover, you're not gonna get better.
That's it.
Are you on the Normatec? Are you in the cold
I
tub?
gotta implement that in because my recovery is just taking a nap.
There we go, man. Big smile. You shouldn't be. Oh man, I'm gonna do the second one right now because I got 30 minutes. Until next video, take 40 minutes, 24 seconds, or 1% of your day to get better. Peace.